gameplayzinho 2 aqui da continuação do nosso HOGARTS. Vamos jogar aí uma horinha. Pouco. Não mais que isso. Mas tenho aí uma formação interessante. Conseguimos pôr o jogo com as legendas e as legendas e o menu em português do Brasil, claro, e o áudio em inglês. Portanto, é aquele Brasil, estava aquelas vozes em brasileiro, estava naquela. Agora, como podem ver ali, pressiono X para começar, já temos tudo em português, coisa que o jogo aqui não tem, mas já há aí uma tática para se pôr, porque o jogo foi todo traduzido para português do Brasil e por isso acho que já podemos agora desfrutar aqui da língua em inglês e legendas em português, que é mais fixe. Encontre a sua sala comunal, ou seja, já temos fixe. Pronto, malta, vamos continuar então aqui a cena. Estamos no, parece-me que é o meu quarto, isto. Da minha, do menino, duas camas, 4 camas. Vamos embora. Olha, tenho que descer. Tenho que subir. Não, tinha que subir. Não tinha que descer. Vamos tomar lá para cima.
That's just brilliant, Ami.
This should be interesting.
Brilliant. You'd think you could... that is not how that...
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in the 50s.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy?
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
Ora bem, vamos, as estrelas me fascinam, nunca gostei muito de observar as estrelas. Pai, não.
I'm afraid I'm not much for memorizing constellations. Enough to worry about on the ground.
Well, you should know that all fifth years must take astronomy. However, I think you will feel differently after one night up on the tower. A quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Okay. Ora, vamos nos apresentar a Everett. Que é isto?
Just have to wait for the right moment.
Está aqui.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Tchau aí, Everett. Vamos então agora ali
That's not right either.
Samantha. Samantha.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones?
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
O Fig é mistério, ensina teoria, mas também parece ser muito bom na prática. Ele é muito sábio.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Opa, curta a cicatriz, está bem fixe. Foi bom.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
Encontros com a professora Weasley. Vamos lá, tá. Tem que descer, mano. Tem que descer. Onde é que estás, cara? Não só. Não está quieto.
It's always so exciting to see the owls come swooping in.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Desculpa.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
O malta, mas o jogo está muito bom. Está paqueraço, né?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Deve ser pequeno. Não tenho cenas para me curar. Este aí naquela luta estúpida.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio?
Revelio.
Coleta a página do guia. Corvinal, essa obra de arte reside na imponente torre de Corvinal. Um desafio no guia de campo. Se eu progresso nos desafios, aparece aqui. O leque das páginas do guia, ainda me falta uma. Ora, para abrirmos essa merda, temos que carregar aqui. E ok. Este é o seu nível de magia. Experiência obtida de desafios aumenta o seu poder. Ok. Estes são os desafios. Tem uma milhão de cenas. Nível 1, este é o mapa, missões, numa tarefa, correio, não interessa, configurações. Configurações, que é isto? Ok. Coleções, talentos, inventário, conhecer as minhas cenas, ordenar por ordem de criaturas, itens de missão, anotações e recursos. E aqui também, ainda não. É que isto. Pares bem, não. Mantos e vestes. Ok. Está entendido.
You've been practicing. Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
São os quadros a olhar para o pessoal. Pô, são muito fixe isto. Quadro para o vidro.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Vamos para as aulas. Ok. Ali já posso escolher quero lá pôr, não é? Pois, só que eu ainda não tenho nada. Só tenho este que é o de acender a lâmpada no escuro. Tenho estes. Este é o Revelio. Posso meter este. Mas este é o que eu... Este aqui. E este. Mas estes não dão. Este é o que eu faço com o... Pois. Olha, gravou. O que é aquilo ali? Reservação. Está tudo, grande Renato. Como é que é? Estamos aqui a dar mais uma horinha de conhecer aqui a escola, para vou para as aulas agora.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Para você descobrir pontos de viagem rápidas das chamas flue. Ok, você pode abrir o mapa a qualquer momento, fazer uma viagem rápida para quaisquer chamas flue descobertos. Ok. Então onde é que eu... O lado esquerdo do mapa é onde os alunos e professores moram, em que são as comunais e casas do salão principal. Selecione isto aqui para continuar. É um ponto flua. Chamas para descobrir, incluindo só a comunal, ok. rápido, façam viagens rápidas. Carregando aqui.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Vamos aqui. Quero ir para onde? Grande escadaria? Não. Quero ir aqui para a ala sul. Queremos ser bom. Carrego aqui. Não tenho pontos muito cobertos ainda. Mas aqui na biblioteca também não. Mas aqui acho que já tenho. Onde é que eu tenho? Onde é que eu descobri? Espera. Ainda não descobri nenhum. Aqui vou só para explicar aqui.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My little brother sent me letters.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Ele é bruxo esperto e ora bem, vamos falar sobre
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Suspeito que envolva mais do que uma mera busca por objetos e uma viagem até ao castelo, e não apanhei esta parte. Isto é verdade.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. and invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Ok, chefe.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Ok, abre o mapa. Isto representa as missões principais, ok. Concluir as missões principais e avança nas histórias. Desbloqueia novos recursos com 7 de experiência, ok. Algumas das missões apenas por requisitos de feitiço ou de nível, ok. Nesses casos você precisa ter o nível, ok. Nas tarefas dos professores, as tarefas que têm aquele símbolo. Ok. Aula de defesa contra as artes das trevas. Aula de feitiços. Vamos embora.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most...
Então, mas eu quero ir e enquanto vou a pé conheço a cena, não? Ravenclaw, ok. Olha, mais uma cena das verdes, já me posso apertar para cá. Se meter comigo ou só se fazer um estouro. Vai. E agora é para descer, não é? Foda-se, é enorme, não estás a brincar. Não tinha que subir, pessoal. Desculpa. Porque que eu desci? Isso que não olhei para aquela merda. Olha, tenho ali mais um ponto de coisa.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh, clarinho. Meter ao mesmo sítio. Burro, muito burro. aula, pessoal. E ainda vou ao Hogsmeade. Iniciar a missão então. Vamos fazer esta para depois termos que sair, pessoal. Só ver ali o aviso.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Mas isso para comprar roupa não é lá em Hogsmeade ou
I
tem
am
que fazer
Nettie.
alguma cena? Ir aqui a alguma
So
loja?
you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Hola.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Já. Isto é mesmo filme, jogo barra filme.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. That's it! Splendid!
Pô, que máquina. Vou já ao máximo.
Very good! Stay focused. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Mas primeiro é ela, não é?
That is how it's
Vou para
done.
lá. Sou eu? Não quero esta, quero esta.
Accio.
Don't lose.
Here we go.
Não, esta é a maior, já estou a ver.
That's it.
Let us see this.
Alto.
Yes!
Vamos ver se vai ganhar ele.
Accio.
Ah, que burro. Ah, pá,
Keep trying.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Ah, pois é.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Pega.
Splendid!
Here we go. Phew.
Oh! Chegou a missão.
Brilliant.
Está lá o Natsai.
Watch this.
E agora tem aqui a bola dela, meu.
Accio.
Opa!
A perfect score.
Perfect
Remarkable.
score. Pois é. O outro era muito fácil.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Acabou. Vamos ver.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Uganda grande.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Incrível.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Oh.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Ah, não era aqui? Era. Vou seguir aqui e aqui. Salvar jogo. Mas eu acho que gravou manualmente. Aquele símbolo que apareceu.
You'd be
ali.
using it on clothing, to be precise, Vestian.
E por acaso é isso que eu vou experimentar. Não. Então, deixa eu ver aqui. Ora, configurações. Voltar ao menu principal. Sim. Pois é, maltinha, vamos fechar por aqui. Prometo que o terceiro gameplay, se fizer, vai ser um bocadinho mais longo. Este aqui, que estive aqui a perder tempo para tentar pôr isto em inglês e... Deixa eu ver. Pôr isto em inglês e ao mesmo tempo as legendas em português. Opa, ainda estive aqui a bater com a cabeça. Estamos aqui. É isto, maltinha. Espero que tenham curtido. Renato, muito obrigado mais uma vez por teres aparecido por aí. Foi pouco tempo, mas foi fixe. Deu para conhecer aqui já como é que funciona a cena. Agora temos que continuar para ganharmos para ganharmos... começamos a ganhar ritmo nisto. Não é? Ainda há aqui muita coisa que está ainda, muito verde. Maltinha, um forte abraço. Boa semana a todos. E... fui! Deixa o like, malta, não esquece. Aquele abraço.